these things entering into your lives. I want to talk to us seasoned Christians. I want to talk to us that's been going to church and serving God. But we got complacent because we have no room to move. I want to tell you that the weeds of your life are starting to wreck you. You ever seen a garden get overtook by morning glory? I'm going to tell you that old vine will get in the garden. It'll choke out your maters, your taters, and any other aters you got out there. It won't take long and you won't have nothing. It'll be unfruitful. You'll have a garden that produces nothing. And I want to tell you that as God's children, we've let the morning glory come into our lives and start to choke us out. Where we once would jump up and raise our hands, now our hands are confined. We can't get them up. The morning glory is choking us out. We've got to get set free. I'm telling you, it's time to weed the garden. Amen.
Amen.
And that's going back to God. You see, because the only one that delivered you is the only one that knows how to set you free again.
Amen.
Amen. Because I'm going to tell you what, folks, you can run anywhere you want to go and you can't get set free any other way than by the blood of Christ.
Amen.
Ain't no secret that I had a drinking problem. I had some other problems too, but I ran to them booze to set me free of the bondage of my life. You know when I got more bondage? I got more bondage. I got more problems. And as I tried to get set free, I got farther and farther in it. And then I'm trying to serve God, but I still got a drinking problem. Now, I ain't talking about myself only. There's others that I know go through this. All right? So you still got a drinking problem. So what do you do now? You keep crying out, God, God, help me, help me, help me. He says, I've delivered you. But you ain't got up and walked away. I'm telling you today, you want to be delivered, bring it to the altar, let it go, get up a free man, a free woman, a free child, and walk away doing the glory walk, knowing that you're saved, and knowing you're delivered, because you are. Amen.
Amen.
Praise God again.
Amen.
Woo! I'm going to verse 8. It said, on the others fell on good ground. Oh, it's that good, rich, dark ground everybody's looking for. It said, and it yielded fruit that sprang up and increased and brought forth some 30 and some 60 and some 100. And he says unto them, he that heareth, let him hear. I want to tell you, no, let me read it. Go over to 20. It says, and these are they which are sown on good ground. It says, such as heard the word and received it, and brought forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, in verse 21, as thy candle brought be put under a bushel and under a bed, and not to set on the candlestick. He said his word has been brought forth to not be hid in darkness, but to bring light to the darkness. I'm telling you that as he said here, that fell upon good ground and it growed and multiplied. I want to tell you what, ain't none of us our personal farm. This is our farm today, all right? You look at your farm. For some of us got more land than others, but this is our farm. All right? I want to tell you right now, this farm don't hold fertile ground. It don't hold fertile ground. Any of you ever bought some land that you just can't grow nothing on? You got to nurture that land. You got to provide what it's lacking, that it might become fertile ground. And I'm telling you that every one of us is that ground that's not producing. Every one of us is that ground that's got stones dropped beneath the surface. And I'm going to tell you, we need to nurture this land. We need to call upon God, the provider. Oh, Jehovah Jireh, God, my provider. We need to call upon him. We need to call upon him and tell him exactly what we need. Ain't that what we've been studying in prayer? We need to be straightforward. We need to be precise and speak exactly what's going on in our life. We need to speak to him and tell him, Lord, there's a stone that lies right beneath the surface. And you know what that stone is. For I pray, Father, that you help me to take that stone and remove it, that it might be fertile ground. Amen.
Amen.
Maybe you're just full of weeds. You got so much stuff going on in your life, you don't know which way to go. You still sitting here trying to figure out why you even came this morning. Because you got all these things to do at home. I'm telling you, maybe if you ask God to start pulling some weeds. Whew. Anybody got a flower bed at home? When you walk outside after you've done all that hard work, and it's hard work growing flowers. I don't care what nobody says. And you see all these weeds coming up in your flower bed. Man, it just breaks you. Excuse me. Started crying, not over weeds and flowers. But you see all these weeds starting to come up and overtake your garden. Does it not break your heart?
Amen.
And I tell you, if you keep letting that go on, you get to a point where you look at that garden and you just say, you know what? It's no use. The weeds have done took over. It's no use. What am I going to do now? I don't even know where to start. Look, it's just covering everything. I can't even tell what's flowers anymore. What I do now? You be patient and you start one weed at a time. If you go in there and you start yanking out by the handsful, you're going to take your fruitful things, your flowers, and you're going to be pulling them out too. So you got to go in that garden, you got to go in that flower bed with delicate hands and pull out one weed at a time. Say, Lord, I know it's going to take time, but I'm going to pull one weed at a time. Look at there. There's a flower. I'm going to pull around that flower. That flower might continue to grow. That flower is the Spirit of God that's within us. That flower is what's blooming, the light that God's put in us. It's there. You may not have seen it in a while, but it's there.
Amen.
This morning, I'm going to ask, would you come and do a little gardening? Would you come and get your farm prepared? You know, this time of year, people out spraying herbicide, killing out all the grass, getting ready to turn the ground over, fertilizing. I'll tell you what, you drive up by my house, it smells like a chicken house blew up. They're getting the ground ready to receive the seed. Get your ground ready. You want a change in your life, get prepared for it to come. You want new hope, get prepared for it to come. I'm going to tell you, this ain't a time to lay your head down and say, it's no hope. I done too wrong. I done went too far. I'm telling you, get prepared, because I serve a God that can forgive all things. I serve a God that can heal all diseases. I serve a God that can deliver all bondage.
Amen.
Yes.
Would you come, get prepared today? Let's have a song.